Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's super important but often overlooked: counterfeit goods. Yeah, those fake products that flood the market and can really mess with both our wallets and our values.
So let's get into it. When you think about counterfeit goods, it's kind of shocking how widespread the issue is.
I mean, just imagine scrolling through your favorite online store and seeing that designer bag you've been eyeing. But, it's half the price. It's tempting, right? But that's where we really need to stop and think.
Self-awareness and critical thinking are key when we're shopping. It's not just about saving a buck, it's about understanding what we're really getting.
So, what exactly are counterfeit products? They're essentially fake versions of real items, designed to look like the original but lacking all the quality and authenticity.
And get this: statistics show that a huge chunk of these counterfeits comes from places like China. Brands we love, like Chanel, Burberry, and Louis Vuitton, are often targeted.
It's crazy how many people think they're getting a deal, only to end up with something that falls apart after a few wears. Now, how do you recognize counterfeit products? Well, there are some key indicators you can look out for.
First off, if the price seems way too good to be true, like if it's 40% or more lower than the original price, that's a red flag. Then there's the quality. Fake goods usually skimp on materials, stitching, and even the logos. Seriously, take a second to compare with the original props. You'd be surprised how many details can give a fake away. And let's talk about the impact of these counterfeit goods. It's not just a loss for the brands, it affects us consumers too. Economically, it's a huge hit for legitimate brands, and legally, selling fakes can land you in some serious trouble. Plus, it damages consumer trust.
When people find out they've been duped, it affects their view of brands and the overall shopping experience. We've all had that moment of disappointment when we think we're getting something real, only to realize it's a knockoff.
So, how do we navigate online shopping without falling into the counterfeit trap? Here are a few tips. First, do your research on sellers and read reviews.
You'd be amazed at how many red flags you can spot just by checking out what others have said. Stick to reputable platforms, those that have policies in place to protect buyers. And definitely look for authenticity guarantees.
It's worth it to pay a little extra for peace of mind. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about mindful consumerism. It's all about appreciating the value of original products and understanding the benefits of supporting legitimate brands.
When we talk about authenticity, it's not just a buzzword. It's about promoting discussions with our friends and peers. Encourage each other to think critically about what we buy. Sometimes, it's those little conversations that really make a difference. So, to wrap it all up, I just want to emphasize the importance of staying vigilant against counterfeits.
It's easy to get caught up in the allure of a bargain, but being a savvy shopper means advocating for authenticity.
Let's think twice before making that purchase. Are we really getting what we think we're getting? And hey, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Remember, it's not just about shopping. It's about making choices that reflect our values. Honestly, reflecting on this topic brings up a lot of emotions for me.
I remember a time when I bought a fake designer bag, thinking I scored a deal. But when it fell apart, I felt so disappointed, not just in the product, but in myself for not being more careful.
It made me realize how important it is to be mindful and intentional in our choices. So let's take these lessons to heart and strive for authenticity both in our purchases and in our lives.
Thanks for tuning in, and let's keep this conversation going. Until next time, stay aware and be kind to each other.